Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to speak on putting yourself first and why it's important to place your happiness above all else. So let's get straight to it. Now, we live in a society that encourages us to place our needs, our wants, our desires on the back burner, while at the same time placing the needs and feelings of other people before our own. Now, this is a method in place by society to keep us all in check. We are told by various different sources in society that people who focus on self are deviants. We're bad people. There are standards in place in society that we are all supposed to live up to. We're supposed to stay out of trouble. We're supposed to find a mate, get married, have children, buy a home, so on and so forth. We are all taught from an early age that this is how we should live our life. Now, if we were to really truly practice self-love and making sure that we're good inside and we're fulfilled, we would all discover our own individuality. And on the path of discovering our individuality, we would see that certain standards in place by society don't serve us. They don't fulfill us. We don't feel happy by living up to these expectations. And right now, that's what a whole lot of us are doing. A whole lot of people are realizing, hey, marriage isn't for me and children aren't for me, so I'm gonna move to Costa Rica and live my life alone. A lot of people are realizing, hey, I'm not interested in people of the opposite sex. I'm just not attracted to them. They don't make me happy. They don't fulfill me. So I'm gonna date someone within the same sex as me. When we start realizing that we are unique individuals with our own path, society starts crumbling, And that's really what they don't want. So that's why it's so shunned upon to date outside your race, to, marry within the same sex as you, and all these other things, is because it throws off the balance and harmony of society. Now, understanding that success and happiness looks different for all of us is the key to living a stress-free, fulfilled life. We have got to stop listening to all of the outside noise and listen to our hearts. Something that's been on my mind lately has been people staying in relationships that no longer serve them. So maybe you don't want to break your partner's heart. Maybe there are children involved and you don't want to break up a happy home, or whatever the case may be, because there are so many other aspects that are tied to relationships. And when you think about this, you don't want to be a selfish person and ruin everybody's happiness for your own happiness. When you look at the larger picture, you have to look at the long term and realize that by you staying with someone who doesn't really make you happy, you are depriving that person of being in a relationship with someone who thinks highly of them and really wants to be with them. And at the same time, why would you give somebody else happiness at the expense of your own happiness? Make it make sense, because it doesn't. Something else that really bothers me is when I hear people saying, be the bigger person, lead by example, and all of these excuses for why we should put up with toxic, negative, and hateful people. I'm a firm believer in, hey, if you're not giving me any positive energy, then you need to get out of my life. Because I'm at a point in my life where it's like, I'm not dealing with the negativity anymore. Hey, we all go through rough patches in our life, but if you choose to dwell on negativity, you're no friend of mine. You have no place in my life. It's time for you to go. It comes a point in time when you look at somebody and you say, oh, you evil. Okay, well, it's time for you to go. Oh, you don't have my best interest in mind? Okay, what? Like, it's that simple. But we live in a society that's always like, hey, you don't know when you'll need that person again. Don't burn bridges. They just keep trying to make us feel like we need to hold on to people, even if they're not serving us. And I'm not talking about superficial reasons like, hey, you can't help me out financially, or you don't have the hookup, or whatever the case may be. No, I'm not talking about serving me in that way. I'm saying feeding my soul, making me a better person. If you're trying to tear me down and make me as miserable as you, then it's time for you to leave. And it's just that simple. I know that this video has kind of been all over the place, but these are thoughts that have been in my mind and I wanted to speak on them. So I thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all love and light, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.